Hey everyone, Tony here. It's February 1st, and just wanted to give you an update of things that happened over last month. So, first, I want to talk about the progress of my journey. I'm going to call my journey, which is really, as I said, over the year, I'll actually be letting you guys know how working out and all that kind of stuff and adding new workouts. And then, second part of this conversation will be I've actually got some responses about my MRI biopsy, and so some folks want to know how things and blah blah blah, etc. So I'll get to that in a minute. But first things first. So first month of working out, this and that, right? It's part of the journey. The started out, I think, in January 1st. I was about 194.9. And today I checked in at about I think it was like 187.4 or 187.6, something like that. So, you figure, what is that? Pretty close to what? 7 pounds, maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. But anyway, so that's really cool. So, and some of that is, do I feel good about it? Yeah, dude, I actually really feel real good about it. Considering, hey, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, and it seems like every other weekend in January was a party weekend watching the Eagles play. So, did a lot of eating wings and hoagies and pizza and, all the other good stuff that goes with it. And so, being a 187, 187.5, 187, 8, whatever that is good. Things that I've actually noticed over the month is really gotten a little stronger. I know, in the middle of that, had the biopsy, had to kind of back off a little bit, but definitely been a lot stronger. Some people, maybe some of you are in the journey, you may have found out that your clothes fit a little bit differently. I know mine do. I can tell you, I know I've grown a little bit bigger in the legs, especially in the thigh area, and probably across the shoulders a little bit. But we'll see how it goes in the next month. So the next month, February, what I plan to do is actually change up the workout a bit. So we did efficiency of effort, which is great. I used that way back when I was about 158, and used that to kind of get me going in weightlifting. And after I had given up fighting, and got me to about, I don't know, it was a good first start, but eventually, I got pretty big. I got to about 205, 210. And like I said, now I want to get down to, the goal I want to get to is about 180. And like I said, I'm at 187 already, so not that much further to go, but I figure the next month will probably be kind of hard as well. Somewhere in there, right at my birthday, I'll be taking time off to go to Florida and enjoy my 65th birthday, so I'll be doing that for a week. But in the meantime, feeling really strong. I really do. Feel really good. One of the things that I've done, I do it in my phone, is one, I always kind of keep track of my weight because it's great. If you got Fitbit, I used to wear Fitbit all the time. I don't wear it anymore. Actually, I don't even wear it working out anymore. Actually, it died, so I never really replaced it, to be honest with you. But I find that sometimes people get too attached to their Fitbits, if you will. They want to log every little step that they make. I'm not that, but I think they're very good for when you're working out, especially if you see your max heart rate and all that good stuff. So if you have a Fitbit, definitely wear it during your workout, or something similar to it. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Fitbit. But going forward in February, I'm going to do this idea of what we call specialization. So I'm going to pick, basically a body part, and what happens is you generally put that body part first, and you work that out, and then you work the rest of the body, and you don't work the body as hard as you did, let's say, even in the efficiency of effort. So if you've done the efficiency of effort, you probably spend anywhere between, I don't know, maybe 35 to maybe 45, 50 minutes, depending if you did a warm-up exercise, a warm-up set for every exercise. So I do that, I just because. You may not have, and that's fine. So we're going to do that. And so the goal is by the end of February, it's just if I get down to about 183, I'll feel really, really good. Like I said, I don't need to lose a lot of weight real fast. I don't want to do that. I'm looking for basically a little transformation. Feel a bit, I guess you could say, look stronger, a little bit bigger. But that in mind, I still want to get lighter, so I'm not going to get too big. I mean, the only way to really get big is you got to eat big. Don't let anybody kid you. When I was much younger, in my 30s, when I was talking about the idea of going 158 to about 205, 210, I ate big. I ate anywhere between 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day. I drank that weight gain. It had plenty of freaking sugar in it, but I did it anyway. I would eat oatmeal, big freaking bowl of oatmeal before I go to bed and all that wonderful stuff. So you really want to get big, you got to eat big. That's the only way it's really going to happen. If you don't eat big, you'll get stronger. Hopefully you get, I'm looking to, just like I said, get cut and do whatever and stay healthy. Now, gotten a few responses from people about this whole idea of me talking about we'll say my issues with the prostate. First of all, someone actually asked me, it's kind of highly unlikely of you to actually talk about this stuff. You usually keep to yourself, and the answer is true. But I just think this is important. I think guys that are in their 50s, you really got to really look into it. It is a silent killer. And it's one of those things, they say 1 out of 3 men will get it. So that's pretty high odds. I mean, think about it. If treated soon, you're going to be okay, right? You're really going to be okay. I mean, I feel fine. Someone asked me about my emotional health. My emotional health is fine. Anybody who knows me, I don't have emotions to begin with. So I'm a pretty cold-blooded person. So, I think that I'm kind of worried about this. No, not at all. Several years ago, I was, for you guys that are, new to this whole idea about the problem with the prostate, you get checked, you get your PSA scores, and, they're supposed to be below 5 or what have you. And then when they elevate, above 5, a doctor may do a couple other different types of, I'll just say, different techniques in order to start observing if there's anything happening. And one of the things is you take early biopsies and you see your Gleason score. So the whole idea of the Gleason score is based on the overall, I'll say, size of the prostate and then certain cores. So if you get, like, my Gleason score was like a 6 for the past, maybe 5-6 years. So that's pretty good. And just recently it went to 7, right? So it was 3 plus 4 is 7. As long as the first number is a 3, you're in really good shape. And what I mean by that is everything is moving extremely slow. And with a 4, that just says it's really, really, there's, one core area that basically has it, and that's fine. So there's today's technology. I mean, they've got, 3 or 4 treatments that I'm thinking about, right? So I'm thinking about basically 2 types of surgery and possibly radiation. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards one of the surgeries only because, I'm going to be honest with you folks, I am not one to want to take estrogen. It just would be counterintuitive to anything that I've done, probably ever since high school, with working out and what have you. So that's a hard pill to swallow. But the other thing is that I just figured, hey, with a Gleason score 7, it's a 3. We know it's just basically one small core that's actually a little bit more than everything else. And at my age of 65, I go, why don't we just cut it out? Just get it out and get it over with. Now, the possible side effects, obviously incontinence, right? And that could last maybe anywhere between a week to maybe a year, and then it goes away. But like I said, there's a couple different techniques that they can use for surgery. I'm probably going to go with one of them. It's just a matter of when do I want to do it. So, in all honesty, like I said, February, I'm going down to Florida to have some fun. Then I've got March, April, May. In the beginning of May, I'm going to the Kentucky Derby. So first time we're doing that, and so I want to have fun. So I don't, I'm not going to do it between that. So it's one of those things is if I do it, once I have a consultation with the doctor again, it's really to find out about recovery periods and does it make sense to do it late spring, early summer, or do I do it, late summer, early fall. So that's it in a nutshell, folks. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. Please, for those who have asked earlier, please do not worry about my mental and emotional health. That's a non-issue. So strong as ever. So anyway, see you guys on Monday with a new workout. I'll definitely do that for you. And until then, sayonara. Bye now.